Alright, hello everyone, it is June 7th, recording this video after 10 a.m. Eastern. Today is the annual WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. This is the 16th WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. The pay-per-view itself begun in 2010. So yeah, 16 straight years of this pay-per-view being held every year. I want to acknowledge that next year, Triple H said that the pay-per-view, well, this one will take place later on in 2026. So look at that. Normally, this is the pay-per-view that happens before SummerSlam, but I guess this year, Paul Levesque Triple H figured change it up, right? Okay, so we got 4 matches on the card tonight. I guess what we'll do is we'll organize it. We'll go into men's Money in the Bank, women's Money in the Bank, talk about the Intercontinental Championship match in the women's division, and then talk about the possible main event tag team match, most likely. So what I'm going to do right now is get into the men's Money in the Bank situation, and why I think there's a possibility John Cena will interfere. Now, first things first, Solo Sikoa is not winning. Something tells me there's something brewing within the new bloodline that could transition into a storyline on SmackDown going forward. You gotta build up the show. Now it's supposedly it's still gonna stay 3 hours every week. I do see the storyline with Seth freaking Rollins and CM Punk continuing. That's a given. The whole dumb thing with El Grande Americano. Come on, that's Chad Gable behind that mask. We know it. Then, of course, you got Andrade, right? He's not winning. Penta, no, he's not winning. So I'll go into why I want to see LA Knight win. I think LA is ready to take that next step if you were to pull the trigger now. But here's why I think the whole narrative of John Cena ruining wrestling continues. And why I think you gotta keep this heel persona going here. I think there is a possibility that one of the competitors is out during the match. And I think it's going to be Rollins. Only because I think somehow and some way CM Punk will cost Seth Rollins the briefcase. Now keep this in mind, CM Punk back in 2013 got 180'd by Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. So CM Punk knows what it's like to be screwed out of a briefcase. And unfortunately, this is the case where I would have wanted Punk to win the briefcase. He did not win his qualifying match on Raw. So the way I look at it, it's more realistic that tonight you're going to see John Cena climb up the ladder. And I think what's going to happen is he's promoting the narrative that he's going to continue to ruin wrestling. Call me wrong here, but I think that's what's going to happen. And so I'll lead into why I think we're going to see Cena as a double champion coming up. But I think that's the realistic thing. I think what you're going to see is there's a moment in the match where John Cena comes out, Michael Cole is shocked, Pat McAfee is shocked, and what will happen is you're going to see, John, don't do it, and then John Cena steals the briefcase and becomes a 2-time Money in the Bank champion. That's how you make the storyline with John Cena continue as the guy who claims he's going to ruin wrestling. So with that, it's happened before. Anybody remember Money in the Bank in 2019? I think it was 18 or 19. I don't remember, but there was that one year where Brock Lesnar... No, it was 2018. Right, 2018. It was 2018. I remembered it now. 2018, Brock Lesnar was not in the match. He came out and he stole the briefcase. So that happened again. This time with John Cena. So there you go. I think John Cena wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. If I'm crazy for saying it, then I don't know. Because that's how you keep this heel character of John Cena going, I guess. I mean, again, realistically, I want to see LA Knight win, but the wrestling business is so dirty, it can... Ugh. Okay, next up, we got Women's Money in the Bank match. You'll have Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, Julia, Naomi, and Stephanie Foucault. I don't know. I'm liking the chances of Alexa Bliss winning the briefcase. Only because I think Rhea Ripley and Roxanne are going to have a triple threat match with the current girlfriend to Dominic Mysterio, and I'm talking about Liv Morgan. I think we all want to see the match happen. I certainly think there will be a possibility that you might see Naomi getting close to the briefcase, but guess who comes out? The perfect storm herself, Jade Cargill. And that'll set up that feud going on. It has to lead up to that. Julia and Stephanie just got called up from the roster too soon to let them win the briefcase. So, I don't know. I got this feeling that they've been wanting to push Alexa Bliss for a while. Now, remember, Alexa Bliss cashed in on Ronda Rousey, I think it was right, the same 2018 pay-per-view. Right, so could it be possible that Alexa wants to cash in the same... Nah, she can't, because you know why? There's no championship match. Right, because remember, Nia Jax was facing Ronda Rousey that night. And Alexa cashed in, and that's how she became champion. But no, I don't see... Nah, Alexa's not cashing in tonight. I just don't see her cashing in either on the SmackDown champion, which is Tiffany Stratton, and then, of course, the Raw champion, Io Sky. No, I don't see it happening. No. I mean, down the line, I could see a cash-in happening on SmackDown on a future episode, but same way that Tiffany cashed in on SmackDown. In fact, congratulations to Tiffany. I want to acknowledge that this past Sunday marked 6 months since she successfully cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase. So look at that. Tiffany's been champion now for 6 months. So Alexa wins. If you don't agree with me, then I don't know what to tell you. I think they're just pushing Alexa Bliss now. Okay, Women's Intercontinental Championship match. You got Lyra Valkyria taking on Becky Lynch. Just end this feud already. I mean, come on. Lyra is hot right now. Why are we giving Becky another opportunity? This is so stupid. The stipulation is if Lyra wins, Becky can't challenge as long as Lyra's the champion again. If Becky wins, then Lyra has to raise her hand. It's stupid. It's really stupid. But anyhow, that's how I think it'll happen. And then last but not least, my crazy theory. about John Cena ruining wrestling. He teams up with Logan Paul, and then you have Cody Rhodes taking on main event Jey Uso. And this is where I think it'll set up the triple threat match on Monday Night Raw coming up on Monday, which will feature Gunther. So I think with John Cena holding that briefcase, there will be a moment where John Cena cashes in on Jey Uso. So the match is still happening. It's a tag team match. There's a moment where main event is down. Cody is MIA. Logan is doing what Logan Paul does. John Cena cashes in, brutally attacks Jey Uso, hits the 5-knuckle shuffle, hits the attitude adjustment, maybe some ugly stuff happens, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, John Cena becomes a double champion. The pay-per-view ends where Michael Cole is irate. He is beyond disgusted on John Cena's actions, because that's where it seems we're going with this company nowadays. And then you're gonna see Michael Cole just blew a gasket. That's the way I look at it. I'm sorry, I just don't think... Look, you gotta think at some point John Cena has to... John Cena's dominant year continues. If John Cena again wants to narrate the direction that he's gonna ruin wrestling, this is how you do it. So there you have it, my Money in the Bank predictions. I can't believe it. Only 4 matches on the card? Alright. Maybe there's more exciting stuff coming up at Night of Champions that we don't know about. Well, alrighty. That's it. So try to enjoy this pay-per-view, because I got a bad feeling it's going to be all about John Cena. That's the way I think they're pushing the narrative. So that's it. 7 o'clock Eastern. 4 p.m. is the start time at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. And I want to mention there's another pay-per-view taking place today. It's I think it's the Worlds Collide one, which I don't think I'm going to watch that. So yeah, guys, that's it. So until the next one, please take care.